In December 1949, EC Comics unveiled its revolutionary new trend line, setting the stage for a legacy that continues to resonate in the world of horror and science fiction. This month marks 75 years since the launch of Crypt of Terror No. 17, the issue that redefined the publisher's direction and introduced readers to what would become some of the most iconic narratives in comic book history. From educational to entertaining, the transformation of EC Comics. Originally founded as Educational Comics by Max Gaines, the company initially focused on moral and instructive stories, with series like Picture Stories from the Bible. However, after Max's untimely death in 1947, his son Bill Gaines took over. Unlike his father, Bill didn't initially have a strong passion for comics, but was determined to preserve his father's company. This determination, combined with his developing interest in storytelling, led to the evolution of the company into entertaining comics, with a focus on captivating, imaginative tales. Bill Gaines partnered with Al Feldstein, who would become a driving creative force behind the company. Their collaboration produced something innovative and daring, a line of comics that combined eerie horror, thought-provoking science fiction, and crime with clever narratives and an unapologetically macabre tone. The birth of the new trend. December 1949's Crypt of Terror No. 17 marked the official debut of EC's New Trend Comics. Rather than launching entirely new titles, Gaines and Feldstein renamed existing series to introduce this new direction. Crime Patrol was rebranded into Crypt of Terror, paving the way for EC's flagship horror series, Tales from the Crypt. The issue featured the debut of the Crypt Keeper, a morbidly cheerful narrator who would become one of the most recognizable figures in horror comics. This framework, a ghoulish host introducing chilling tales with ironic twists, became a defining feature of EC's storytelling style. A peek inside Crypt of Terror No. 17. The inaugural issue of the new trend line included a mix of stories that hinted at the creative brilliance to come. The Crypt Keeper's origin. In a story written and drawn by Al Feldstein, a man maintains immortality by extracting a gland from human spleens. The twist? His latest victim lacks the vital organ, leading to the antagonist's gruesome demise. Gardner Fox's contribution. The second story showcased the renowned writer's skill, bringing credibility and range to the anthology's early efforts. Johnny Craig's EC horror debut. The final story of the issue, and its cover feature, was crafted by Johnny Craig, who introduced readers to a man plagued by the belief that he's a werewolf, only to reveal that his unsuspecting roommate is the true killer. While these stories are now considered classics, the issue also spotlighted the experimental beginnings of what would become EC's unparalleled stable of creators, including Craig, Feldstein, and eventual legends like Wally Wood and Harvey Kurtzman. Legacy of the new trend. EC's New Trend Comics not only captivated readers, but also reshaped the comic book industry. Titles such as Tales from the Crypt, The Vault of Horror, and Weird Science offered intelligent, compelling storytelling paired with boundary-pushing art. They address themes of morality, social justice, and the human psyche, often wrapped in grim, unsettling tales. This innovation wasn't without controversy. EC's graphic content and dark themes made it a target during the anti-comic book crusades of the 1950s, culminating in the establishment of the Comics Code Authority. Despite these challenges, EC's legacy has endured, influencing countless writers and artists while spawning adaptations like HBO's Tales from the Crypt series. Looking back 75 years later, as we celebrate the 75th anniversary of EC's New Trend line, it's clear that the groundbreaking work begun with Crypt of Terror No. 17 continues to be a cornerstone of comic book history. By daring to explore taboo topics and tell sophisticated stories, Bill Gaines and his team created a cultural phenomenon that endures to this day. For fans and scholars alike, revisiting the origins of EC Comics offers a glimpse into how daring creativity can revolutionize an entire medium, leaving an indelible mark on both comics and pop culture.